Happy Friday, everybody. Tonight's project, we're just going to do a nice, quick, and easy gift card holder. Since craft fairs will be starting soon, and we always need some quick and easy projects to create, this one is so very simple. I don't have a gift card in it. It's actually my store card to the grocery store, but it is the same size. And I also put a ribbon on it so that if you wanted, if you had, excuse me, hi Bonnie, if you had gift cards to give to guests, you could always hang it on your Christmas tree, which is really nice. Before we start, I just wanted to remind everybody about the bonus days. For every $50 you spend, Stampin Up will send you a $5 coupon. And if you go to my blog at galfridaystamping.com, on the right hand side where my host code is, there are 3 different items that you can also choose as a free gift from me for spending $50. And those coupons you can use for items in the new mini catalog, holiday catalog that will be out August 4th. Great products. So if you, hey Nan, if you have not received one and you're not using a demonstrator, just drop me a line. I'd love to get one in the mail to you. So here's tonight's project, and what I did was, instead of doing it in the Misty Moonlight tonight, we're going to do it in the Just Jade, and we're going to use the paper from the Forever Flowers to match it. Just so you can see that when I do a project, you don't necessarily have to do it in the colors that I use. So to start off, the base is 3 by 5.5, and I scored it at 1 3/4. And then all we're going to do, let me just grab my glue, very simply, like I said, nice, simple, easy project. Now this is a new glue, so we won't be running out tonight. Add a little glue, make sure this corner is good, and we're just going to close this up. Make sure the edges are straight. Green is your favorite too. Yeah, this Just Jade is a pretty green too, the new in color. And then what I'm going to do is take out my crazy corner punch. I don't have a Stampin' Up corner punch. We're just going to stamp those corners. And then grab the DSP and do the same thing. And then let's just finish this back, then we don't have to worry about it right now. Did you have an easy trip home, Nan? I thought about you having to drive home, hoping that the weather was okay. Okay, so that's the back. And then for the front, this would also have been a nice front for the Misty Moonlight, but we're using the jade green side, and we're just going to glue this and stick it on the front of here. Now these pieces, this top piece for the front, let me just move this over a little bit. There we go. Is 2 7/8 by 3 5/8, and the one for the back is 1 5/8 by 2 7/8. And I will have the PDF in this group probably later on tonight. You did have rain again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a great day, man. It was just so great seeing you. Just like old times. Even Bill, he just was so happy you guys came. Okay, so we're gonna keep preparing this so we're ready to work on stamping, and I am just going to put a hole. You can use any kind of hole punch, but we're just going to poke a hole right in the top, and that'll be for our ribbon. Now for the base, I'm actually going to use the stamp from the Zoo Globe set. It's see-through, and I'll be able to stamp it fairly easy because I already cut out the base, and the base is from the Snow Globe Scenes dies, so I cut it out. And then I also cut out the Snow Globe portion in Just Jade with the globe die. And then I'm going to jump over to the Still Scenes. As you know, I've been using these two sets all week, and we're going to be using the house to stamp the house, and we're also going to use the Snow Globe stamp to stamp the globe of the Snow Globe. And if you've been reading my blog posts, you all know I just love snow globes. So this is the perfect set. Yeah, that's it actually puts it's for like brads, and that's really not the right name. But for these things, I was going to use one, but I didn't really have one in silver, so I just figured I'd punch a hole. So to get started, I guess we can do this. We'll do the stand first, and I am just going to stamp it in Just Jade, and where it's see-through I'll be able to gear where I need to stamp this, I hope. Let me just move it over just a little, so that's good. And we're just going to stamp the base in the Just Jade. Okay, it's a little off, so I'm just going to trim this one side a little bit so it doesn't look so uneven. And then we're going to take, I think this one is Hope You Have a Wonderful Christmas I'm using, and that is actually from The Most Wonderful Time. This was a stamp set from last year. Grommets, that's it. Thank you, Nat. I couldn't think of what the heck they were. This was a suite from last year, and they're also offering it in the new catalog. So that's a really nice set. I'm just going to close this up for the moment, grab my Versamark, and we are actually going to emboss this in white. Okay, grab my white emboss. It's a little hot in here. We had rain this morning, and it was hot all day. Let me just get that W again. Ah, that's better. So we're just going to emboss, get the heat gun and heat this up. I love watching the embossing change. And just like that. I'm just going to unplug. I need 2 hands. Okay. Now let's go to the snow globe. What I'm going to do is I'm using the Whisper White. It comes with a stamp pad, an uninked stamp pad, and then you can get the white re-inker. And all I did was add a little tiny bit into one area. And I'm just going to stamp up the globe in white. And I usually don't put this back piece on my stamps, but for tonight I did, so I could try and line this up properly, hoping I get it right. And we're going to stamp the shine, and see, I missed it. So let's try that again. Maybe we'll do it backwards. Okay. That's better. And we're not going to worry about this too much, because what I'm going to do is use my aqua paintbrush. But before we get to that, we're going to stamp the house. And again, I'm going to do it in Just Jade. We're matching our ink to our paper, and we're going to stamp the house. Now we can see right here what I'm going to do is just add these lines back in so it matches that side. Let me just close this up, because you know me. Now, you can either use the Frost White Glimmer paint, which I didn't do. Sounds really weird. All I did was, and this is an old water brush. We do have new ones in the catalog, and I am just going to run it through the white, and we're going to add snow to the roof. Now as you add it, it's going to be very light, but let it dry. Get this little roof here. Just a quick and easy wash of white. And as you can see, it got very light. Just go back and darken it up. Lots of snow on the roof. And then we're going to take some white and add it to the tree, because there's snow on this tree. And again, don't worry if it gets too light, because we can go right back over it. Make it nice and white. This is a wet brush, Nan. I actually did order the blender pen for the blends, the clear one. I'm going to give that a try next time, because this seems to, and I did take all the water, pretty much all the water out, but it still does just leak a little extra water that I don't really care for, because it does lighten this white paint, the white ink up a lot. Okay, we're just going to go back up here, make this a little whiter. These branches need a little bit more white. And that's a quick and easy way to create a snowy scene. And then I'm just going to grab the snowflakes. And the snowflakes are also from the still scenes right here. And we're going to get them all inked up in white, stamp off, and then stamp on. And we're just going to hit a couple places. Just add some falling snow to the scene. Now, to make this house look a little dimensional, we're going to grab, I think we'll grab the light Just Jade blend for now. See how this looks. And we're going to color in this side of the house, avoiding the windows. And then we're going to get this side, because this part of the house is going to stick out. And then we're going to color a line straight down, because this wall should be pushed back. Actually, we'll color it in a little bit. And then when you add that little bit of darkness, the white just gets a tad bit lighter. Now we're going to go back to our little stand. We don't have it in the Stampin' Up catalog, but I do have a Wink of Stella with silver. But I'll use the Wink of Stella clear, and we're just going to add some Wink of Stella instead of using the silver foiled paper. I'm just adding a little bit of Wink of Stella, and I'm just coloring in the areas that are scalloped. Give it a little bit of shine. Quick and easy. Okay, let's let that dry for a minute. Just going to grab a small piece of Just Jade ribbon. Make sure you use nice sharp scissors. That's what happens when you don't. It shreds. And all I did to hold it, I'm going to take a small piece of tearing tape. We're going to put it right under this hole here. Take this off, just like that. And we're going to feed this ribbon through from the front. I don't want to really poke it through. See if I can feed it through. There we go. And we're just going to stick this down on that tearing tape. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing again, and I probably didn't use enough ribbon. So we're going to stick the second half through. You may want to grab a little longer piece of ribbon so your little loop is longer. I think I probably used, let's see, probably about a 4-inch piece, and this one I grabbed too short. Let's get a longer piece so we can do this right. I'll use that for something else. I'll grab a nice 4.5 inches. And we're just going to stick this through the hole. Now that was easier. And put it down on that tearing tape. Let's trim these back. Get this through the hole again. Probably would have been easier if I fed them both through at the same time. Okay. And then we're just going to grab another piece of tearing tape. This I find with the ribbon sticks just a little better. You could use glue dots, but I just like how the tearing tape seems to hold the ribbon down just a little bit better. I'm just going to trim this. I know my hand's probably in the way. I'm just trimming my tearing tape a little bit because it's just a little bit too long. Stick that down. Try to get this paper off. There we go. My nails need cutting. When I can't pull anything off anymore, you know it's time to get the nails cut. Okay, so then there's your ribbon, and you can stick your card right there in the back. And then again, this twine is not in the catalog anymore, and I didn't really have anything quick and easy other than the twine. So we're just going to add this to the bow or the hook, just so there's a little bit of a bow on it. Just like that. Tuck this little leg under. If you hold on to the knot and pull your strings, most of the time it keeps your thread nice and straight. Okay, so let's trim off these tails, and then we're going to head back to our snow globe, and I'm going to take some, let's get some regular dimensionals. We'll grab our dimensionals, and my pokey tool. And we'll start with we're going to put the base just about here. Add our dimensionals to the back. Using the base as a guide. I think we'll put it right about here. Let's pull our ribbon out. I don't want it to get stuck under the dimensionals, and it's crooked, so we're going to make sure this is straight. And you saw me push that bottom dimensional down. Okay, that's straight. Now we can put our bow back, and then we're going to do the same thing to the bottom. We're going to add dimensionals. But for this piece, I also just took a line of glue to the top, just so it gets stuck to the snow globe part. Make sure it's straight. Just going to move it over a tad. Straighten it up a little. Okay. And add that down. And I think for this one, instead of using the pearls, let's see, let's use, I don't even see where I put them. Don't you hate it? I have everything right here, and I know it's right in front of my face. There it is. See, I knew it. I had put pearls on the blue. I think we will let's put some rhinestones on this one. As you can see, there's a pearl. Oh, where'd it go? It must have fallen off. Oh, here it is. There's a pearl right here. We can add some rhinestones to this one. Give it a little sparkle. And we'll do the smaller ones. Just going to add two to the globe, like that. Then we'll grab bigger ones, and we're going to put them on either side of the sentiment. Just like that. Yeah, this set is perfect. Like I said, if you have a craft fair you're going to, and it only took how long did this video take? A half an hour? And that's only because I was explaining it to you. You could whip out a bunch of these in a half an hour, and they're just great gift card holders that you could sell at your craft fair. You could display them on a Christmas tree, or actually there's a great product in the new mini catalog that would be perfect for craft fairs and attaching these gift cards too. So a nice, quick, easy project, one stamp, a little bit of embossing, and color in with white ink and a aqua brush, and that's all there is to it. If you wanted, in the new catalog, there's actually a chalk brush, and it's white. You could use that instead of the Whisper white stamping pad. But there you go, a nice, quick, and easy project for your guests or gift recipients at Christmas, or for your craft fair. I hope you liked it. I'll have the PDF for this in the group probably in about an hour. I think we're going to go for a walk tonight. And I shall see you next week. If you're interested, tomorrow I had a few requests on making this waterfall card. So tomorrow I'm going to jump on and do a quick video on this waterfall card. Again, with the zoo globe animals. Aren't they so sweet? So if you'd like to join me, I'll put a message in the group. I'm not really too sure what time yet, but that's tomorrow's project. So I'll see you then. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Good night.